out there? Well, we had quite a lot of impressive demonstrations by the new technology. And of course, I've already explained to you already that with the new technology we develop, or any technology we develop, we have the haters. Now, Don Shire is Crow 1176. How do we know this? We did a trace on his email. So we know exactly where it's coming from. So let me show you the insight of how angry these individuals get. I sat there and told you on camera we're doing all the demonstrations against black paint versus our products, and this is going to upset the haters. So let's show you what the haters like to write. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, so we know where they come from. We know who you are at the end of the day. But I want everybody to see exactly how jealous you guys are when it comes to us developing new technology. So I guess he feels that our stuff is not called a mix, it's called a formula. But this is how we know it's you, because there's certain keywords you use in your sentence. Mix is actually one of the words that you constantly use in your sentences all the time when you talk. Yeah, see, even Partey doesn't even call his product a mix. He calls it a formula. You, on the other hand, calls your products a mix. You're the only one. No one else anywhere calls their product a mix. Only you. So again, like I said, we all know it's you at the end of the day. I don't even know why you try to change things up. You must have got somebody to write this for you because there's no spelling mistakes. So definitely someone did this for you. This should be the same person you should get to do your website. But again, we want to show you how angry the haters get, how upset they are. So he says, oh, it has to be, see, laugh out loud. I knew you would come up with a new mix soon. We make screen paint all the time. We develop new technology constantly all the time. So, no, that wouldn't be it. But just to let you know that still in all this, we're still waiting for your order. If you still have time to do this and waste your time, let's see, what time did you write this nonsense? Yesterday at 6:43 a.m. Man, you got time on your hands, don't you? Yesterday at 6:43 a.m., I was painting in multiple screens and hanging a 250-inch off the side of my balcony. That's what I was doing yesterday. I was working. But this is what haters do. Isn't that sad? So let me address this to you one more time. Place the order for the product to the website, as we told you to do. What else we need from you? Let's see. Let's place the order. That's been done yet. Let's see. If I'm missing anything here. Oh, yeah, we'll be picking up your products at the end of the month. As I said, what we're going to do. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why you have to write us all this hate mail. Apparently, you got a lot of time on your hands. So, again, all you got to do is go place the order. What is the problem with you placing the order? Why is it taking so long? Mind you, I didn't call your house. I don't email you. I don't make memes. I don't do any of that stuff at all, period. You do all this stuff. So you call my house in confirmation for this order, and I tell you, go ahead, and you still don't place it. I don't know what the holdup is. So now, while you're on the topic of calling people scammers, to tell you the truth, we really don't have to say much. Your website speaks for itself. Your shipping policies are designed strictly for you and you only, because there's nothing there helping your customers out. Half of the things you have on your website don't make any sense whatsoever. None of it makes any sense whatsoever. Your product match Network Gray 773 perfectly. You don't pass any of the test demonstrations that we do. We did test demonstrations today. You couldn't pass any of those demonstrations even if you tried. Let's face it, your product is obsolete. Once we get your product down here, you and Partey, we will start the process of putting your product through proper testing. Now, let me tell you something, people. Boy, they're going to be through the roof over that one, because God forbid if anyone tests their products the way they don't want them tested properly. So where's the mouse at over here? So this is usually the dumb nonsense we get from these jokers. So you go, see how ignorant they are? Very ignorant. That's how we know it's you, Crow. There's certain keywords you say in your sentence that match every single time. Not only that, we did a trace on your email. And your pings bounced all over California. But anyway, let's come out of here real quick. Let's go into, we can't go into emails. We had orders that came in today. Let me turn you to the side. There you go. Customer confidential. Now, again, I don't know how in the world you get past yourself by calling people scammers at the end of the day when your products clearly have matched house paint at the end of the day. You sit here right on this blacklist. I don't know how in the world you got on a camera. I don't know how in the world you try to convince people to believe that your product was something different. No forum site that we've actually hit at the end of the day will actually sit there and say your product is different. Everyone says the same thing. You have house paint. And you're trying to convince people on camera that this is something that is completely different, and it's not. So let me see. Let's go to the fake projector section. Here we go. Again, you have to explain stuff like this at the end of the day. Why do you have a demonstration here showing your product being made out of black and white paint? And yet you want to accuse people of being scammers at the end of the day. Your paint, you charge $80 to $89 for your product, and your product clearly matched the house paint. This is one of the challenges that we gave him. In this challenge, he was supposed to make this particular product and put it against his screen paints. Never did the demonstration at all. Because the reason why is because your product matches black and white paint. We knew that when we had your product down here and we had it for testing. We made a black and white mixture and it matched. As a matter of fact, we made 3 of your screen paints using that exact same recipe right there. That's you, that's your house, that's your dinette set, and that's your hand measuring out black paint into white paint. And yet this is a demonstration you refuse to do. Now, where did this video disappear to? Because no one can seem to find it. There's only 3 people who have it. 2 other people and the guy who sent it to me. And clearly in the video, you were mixing black and white paint together, which was the same thing that matched your product. But yet you claim your product's different. The only thing different about your product is the fact that you're using a $3,300 projector that's making your image look a little different. Now that's why we gave them the 1-year swap out. And the 1-year swap out, simple and plain, swap out your projector for 720p for 1 year. You can't do that because, without that projector, you won't be able to get the same image that you've been promising your customers that they can achieve at the end of the day. Now, that same demonstration we use to make all your screen paints right here for 40 bucks. And over here, which we still can't understand how in the world you got it on camera and did this demonstration right here. Clearly lying to your customers, trying to tell them at the end of the day that your product is not house paint, when clearly it is house paint. Let's bring the camera back a little bit here. He has to be reminded. That's the problem with Crow. Crow has to be reminded on the stuff that he does. Now you got on camera and you tried to explain to your customers how this product right here that you charge your customers, let me see, around $80 or $89. Hold on for a minute, people. We got to take care of this. There we go. That's Crow very upset. He's calling us right now with spam mail because he's upset. You should be upset. You scammed your customers out of a lot of money. A lot of money. You got up there on camera and try to convince them that these are 2 different screens. How are these 2 different screens? How is this right here being $23 a gallon and this being $80 to $89. How is it different? Even the box matched. Look how bad this is. This is absolutely horrible. Come and take this out for a minute. And we had this posted to multiple forum sites, and every last one of those forum sites, everybody says the exact same thing. I don't see a difference. Where's the difference? You got on camera and did this demonstration, I don't know how, and try to convince people there was a huge, massive difference. Did you see the demonstration where I painted the black paint on my screen? Do you notice that once the black paint transferred to the screen became unwatchable because it was marked up? Right here, I could watch both of these screens without no problem, without any disruption whatsoever. Where would the disruption be at? Anywhere in the screen? Nowhere. Let's go back and let's grab another one. What about this one right here? Where's the difference? And you got a nerve to go around and call people a scammer at the end of the day, and you have scammed your customers out of hundreds of dollars. Where's the difference? I'm not seeing a difference anywhere in here. Where's the massive difference? Let's go back a little farther. Right here. Where's the difference? There is no difference at all. At the end of the day, your product is nothing more than house paint. That's why you don't do any of the demonstrations that we do. You don't test your products the way they're supposed to be tested. The demonstration I saw you do with the Cinema Gray, completely in the dark. We know why you're in the dark, because your gray screen can't pull a contrast level. That's why any test demonstrations, even slandering other people's products, you're in the dark. How embarrassing was it for you to get on there and talk all that trash on camera just to have a customer of ours come in with a 1400 lumen projector and do that demonstration in a fully lit environment? After you went on about saying, oh, he's doing something with the camera and that's what he's doing, and went to all that whole speech just to have a customer come in and show up the screen at 1400 lumens in a fully lit environment without a problem. Makes you look stupid, doesn't it? Well, that's what happens when you do dumb stuff. That's the results. This was an extremely painful video to watch. I watched this guy. Everybody saw you squirm on camera. The way you kept shifting your eyes back and forth, you kept knocking over the camera, you kept throwing your hand in front of it. It got pretty sad. Even picking up boxes and throwing them in front of the screen so you can block as much as possible. I've never seen anybody squirm so much on camera. Look at this. That is sad right there. And you got on camera and you try to convince the people that buy from you that these are two different screens. Like, either you're a very good salesman or your customers are extremely stupid. Hate to say it, but I can't say you're a good salesman, because again, you would have to be to speak proper, and that's something you don't do on camera quite well. You do a lot of giggling and laughing, that's basically about it. But buddy boy, yeah, there is no way in the world that anyone's going to sit there and buy your product at $178 for 2 quarts, and then they can turn around and get a gallon for $23. Where's the massive difference? The sad thing about this is you are sitting right up on top of the screen, and they still can't see the difference. I don't know who in their right mind sat there and told you, oh yeah, go ahead, shoot the video. It looks, I can see the difference. No, your people lied to you at the end of the day. They made you look like a complete idiot on your camera, and they did. Where's the difference? Where's the big difference? I'm not seeing the big difference. Where is it? Yeah, big difference. Real massive change. Definitely huge difference. No, there isn't. So for you to get up here on camera and talk a whole lot of nonsense, saying, look, and what's even worse, look how barely washed out your screen is. And take away from the fact that you're sitting here matching a $23 can of paint. But why is your screen so badly washed out? That is poorly washed out. You can't even see the detail anywhere at all, period. Your screen is completely washed out. I don't know what's worse, the fact that you're matching the screen or your product is it's just completely washed out. And you barely have any light in the environment. There's no way in the world you would ever survive a max out zone. The light we use down there, there's no way in the world you would survive it. You couldn't even survive the normal lighting that I have upstairs. How are you in that dark of environment and your screen is that badly washed out? That's pretty bad. We must have counted multiple times of your hand constantly touching the camera. Not move the camera to one side, moved it again, constantly moving the camera. So look, man, you are the last person that should ever call anybody a scammer. Look how well that image matched right in there. Look how well that matched. So this is supposed to be two different products right here. Two different products at the same time. I don't think so, buddy. What we see here at the end of the day is your product matched a $23 can of paint. That's what it did. Because you're going to sit there and tell people that there are two different images here. There isn't. Like I said, your customers got to be extremely stupid. And I hate to call anybody dumb at the end of the day, but who is dumb enough to sit there and go, oh, gee whiz, those are two different screens. I can see a huge, massive difference. Where's the huge difference? So it's sad when these individuals get mad. They want to write us a lot of hatred emails, stuff like that. The hatred email don't bother me. That's just showing you exactly how sad it is. That don't bother us at all. We just exposed you because we knew at the fact at the end of the day that the Onyx technology was going to drive you crazy. And we knew it. That's why I sat there and stood on camera and said, I bet you, here comes the hate emails. Right when we did the demonstration on the black on black. And sure enough, there's this buddy boy popping up with his fake email accounts. Look how washed out your image is. Your image is so barely washed out. Look, this is where he was constantly touching the camera, constantly touching. I've never seen somebody touch the camera that many times. Walked in front of the camera, bumped the camera a couple of times, even knocked the camera over. So look, don't get mad at me at the end of the day because we have countless amount of evidence on you of you faking demonstrations. There's one here basically where your screen actually matched a white screen and then you try to delete the video. Got that one too. There you go. These are all your videos of you cheating doing demonstrations on camera. We got another one right here. This is the one right now we're going to set up for you when you did the demonstration against the 38 and you lied on camera. The customer came in with the 1400 and showed the demonstration. That's where you're going right there today. But let's show you the ones. Here's one where he caught himself walking out of Home Depot with the silver screen versus his product. Yeah, we dubbed this video. You'll notice there's a pattern of him saying the screens look different. Yeah, there's a pattern. That's why we put them up, because there's a pattern. So you have to get that close to the screen in order to show the hiccup or the small little mosquito bite. We do those demonstrations at 14 to 15 feet away from a screen. So where would that surface be at? He's showing off. It's in there. It's in there. Hot. It's in there. It's a little small sheet in there he's got. There you go. It's right there. There's a sheet. You couldn't see that first. This is supposed to be bare silver screen versus his product. Same thing. In your videos, you did the exact same thing as you did with the other products. They all match. Because he sees a slight little difference, it's like, whoa, it's a huge change. It's a massive change. No, it isn't, buddy. You're matching. You're not supposed to match in any way. In any way whatsoever. Look at this. You have matched how bare silver screen. There's the bare silver screen at $23 a gallon. And right there, that's Crow's product right there. Same thing he did to you, and the same demonstration here, he turned around and did the same bamboozle demonstration to you with the Network Gray. Same thing, they both match. Same thing. Watch this right here. Watch this. Watch this, look. There you go. Bare silver screen, Crow's product right here. There you go. Y'all getting bamboozled, boy. Y'all getting bamboozled. So this is bare silver screen right here, as you can see right there, and that's Crow's product. Show me where the difference is at. Where's the difference? Where's the huge, massive difference? There isn't any. He's been doing it to you guys for the longest time. Same thing with the white projection screen. Same thing. Where's the difference at? I'm not seeing a difference. I'm seeing it match up. Look at it, all the way down to the microphone. Even the microphone matched. Everything. So he's going to get on camera and say there's a huge difference between this one and this one. No, there isn't. There's no huge difference. So you can go down and take bare silver screen and do the exact same thing. You definitely, if you get the bare silver screen, you're going to have higher white levels because it's a much, much lighter paint. No difference. Look at the leather jacket. No difference. Bare silver screen, Crow's product. Can't see it, can you? The sample sheet's right there. Right there. There's it line right there. Bare silver screen. He's been doing this stuff to you guys for the longest time. Same dumb nonsense. And the fact that he has to be a finger distance from the screen to show you this, that's even sadder. Because again, sitting back at 14 feet, you're not going to see that. But if you have to be that close to see that difference, then there's a problem there. Now, just to show you that it's bare silver screen, here you go. He walked right out of the store with it, right out of Home Depot with it in his hand. Went on camera, painted this screen in, and lied right to you right on camera. And tried to show you, to tell you that there's a huge, massive difference. You need glasses, buddy. If you already wear glasses, you need to have your eyes checked, seriously. That's how bold he is. There you go. Cheating you all the way. Painted it onto a surface, and then came back, took out his lights, and the screen went in and matched perfectly with no problem. I don't even know how he got on camera and explained that nonsense. Well, there's a difference. You can see that there's a little pinkish to it, a little yellow to it, a little tone to it, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, house paint. All right, so that's one right there. Let's go over to, oh, we got to show you this one. This is very interesting. All right, let's go all the way up to this one right here. There we go. Look at that. That's Bear's silver screen right there. Oh, that's Bear. This is his product. That's Bear silver screen. But there's supposed to be a huge difference. You've seen this somewhere before, haven't you? Yeah, he just did this demonstration again to you and the other demonstration where he was sitting behind the back of the screen, from the screen. Yeah, he did this to you already. Be real careful about using the word scammer so loosely because, again, like I said, you've been scamming people for a very long time. What's the difference between this one and this one? What's the excuse behind this one? Oh, the cherries are slight red. They're not reddish, but they're red. Yeah, that's the kind of dumb nonsense he uses on camera. They're reddish, but they're not red. They're both the same. Let's bring up that one here. Here we go. We're going to pause it right there. All right. Now, you see that right there? Let's go over this demonstration right here. And let's bring this one right up to about there. Show you how fast you've been getting bamboozled. Let's get his finger out of the way first because he's put his finger in front of the camera. There you go. You see that? You see it there now? He's been doing the same thing to you. This was a couple of years ago. This is what's recently. He was doing this for you, to you guys for a long time. So right here, he has Bear silver screen matching his product. And over here, he has Network Gray 773. Isn't that interesting? Man, you guys definitely got bamboozled big time. He's been doing the same thing to y'all guys over and over and over again. And he comes on and shows a slight little difference. And goes, wow, that's a huge change. Yeah, that's a massive change in me dropping freaking $178 on 2 quarts instead of me dropping $23 on a gallon. Sure. Now let's go over here. This is a demonstration with the white projection screen. This is where white screen matches the screen. Same thing, same little bump. We have no idea why you turned your lights out, but whatever. There we go. This is the video that went missing that no one can find now. It's gone. He got rid of it. So he went in when he did the video, he forgot to add in emojis. The video was a month ago. So he went back and changed the video, put something else in its place. But when he was doing the video, he forgot to add the emojis. We busted him on it. We have the video. So it says deleted video. Yeah, we had the original video. Because in the video he posted, the emojis were missing. Which means he wanted to change the video that fast because he got caught in this one because his screen matched a white motorized projection screen. Right. I don't know what's worse for you guys. The fact that y'all matching house paint, y'all buying house paint at the end of the day, or y'all just simply matching motorized white screens. But good gracious, really? That is pretty bad. They went and deleted the video. So, like I said, man, you know, you're the last person needs to go around calling people scammers because, again, you can't back your products up. From what we've seen already, again, going on camera, I don't know what in the world you was thinking when you went on camera. You thought you were going to be telling people at the end of the day they were seeing 2 different products at the same time. No, not going to happen. Oh, boy. And on top of that, the multiple cancellations. You can't even back your own product. Shipping us black paint, which means you can't even, you're afraid to ship your product out so bad you'd rather commit mail fraud, which is actually pretty sad. Man, it's pretty bad for this dude. Yeah, even signed the package and everything. Lost the PayPal claim. Yeah, it's pretty bad. He's pretty upset. Look at this. We even did a slideshow on one of the forum sites. This is a slideshow of your products right here. Everybody's understanding, like, okay, what am I looking at here? Okay, so here's the deal. One of these paints is $80 to $89, and one is $23 a gallon. Can you tell which is which? And the first thing they ask is, who was dumb enough to buy the product? Because clearly, no one can see a difference. And then when they go to the website, because you know they're going to track down the website, which they did, they go to the website and they go, good gracious, somebody slid a credit card to this freaking nightmare? Yeah, there are people out there literally that dumb. Have you seen the stuff on his website? Have you read through his website? We sent it to a few people who read through. They were like, no, no. Somebody needs to report this. That's how bad his website is. You want to talk about being a scammer? Your shipping policy alone is a freaking nightmare. You're going to tell people that if a package lands on their property, it's theirs. What about the other one? This is my most favorite one. You get half price off on your second order. Why would I even care about the second order? We need to get the first one fixed. But you don't mention anything in there. You don't mention anything to your customers on how you're going to fix the first order. Now, Jamie, let me show you. This is what a real shipping policy looks like. We got to back up a little bit. It's going to be a lot. This is my shipping policy. Feel free to copy and paste anything you want off of it. We're the only ones with a snail mail policy. Yes, snail mail policy. That's ours right there. We made that up. Yes, it is. But you don't have a policy like this. See all that information is in there? We have information on COVID. We have video demonstrations on batch numbers. You see all that information in there? This is what you're supposed to have in a shipping policy. All that information is supposed to be in there. Now, let's go have a look at Jamie's shipping policy. All right, oops, sorry about that. Can't see that. I got orders popping in. All right, let's go over here and let's grab over here. Here we go. Now, these are all the cancel orders that we got from Crow. We've been through this 1,000 times. We don't have to go through this again. We already know. The desperate pleads telling us to stay away, screaming harassment, the Karen calls, you know, all that stuff. But we're not into that. Now, let's zoom up a little bit because he's very, very angry today. He's very, very irritated and extremely angry today because, again, we keep calling him out to buy our products and the pressure's got to be building up. You know, it's building up. He sat there and said on camera the reason why he did the network great because people were pressuring him. Well, I'm pretty sure they're pressuring you to buy our products and we don't know why you don't. Well, we do know why. We're just curious how long it's going to take. Well, we already know already you're not going to order already from the door because if you haven't done it 2 days ago, you're never going to do it. Just like the challenges we keep giving you. So let's go to the website right here. All right, so this is the official link that we were given to us. Right there is the official link. Let's bring it down a little bit. I'm not going to bust on the fact that your spelling errors, which you should have fixed a long time ago. Come on, man. For as many times you've been on this website, your spelling should be a lot better. You should have fixed that a long time ago. But the fact that he won't even go in and fix it, oh, the mistakes in here are freaking horrendous. But let me show you how bad it gets in here. Next time you want to call somebody a scammer, I'm just going to keep broadcasting your site. Let's go click your link. There we go. Now, let's go over to shop. He's going to pop up on this man. Look, he's angry already. Here's the onslaught of message. We don't pay no attention to that. The Crow's angry right now. You hear a lot of clicking. That's him upset. Let's go over here and let's go look at right here. Now, see where it says 2 quarts right here? 2 quarts? More confusing to the customer. Let's see if he fixed any of this. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and see if he fixed anything. Nope, didn't fix jack. Lazy as lazy can be. Look at this. Still hasn't spelled delivered correctly, which we told him about multiple times. He refuses to do. Look at the shipping policy, what it says right here. Returns and refund policy. Once the product is delivered, no refunds returns or refunds. None at all. This is his shipping policy. This is it. This is all right here. This is your shipping policy. When you order from him, that's it. Do you see our shipping policy versus his? Good gracious, unbelievable. Let's go up top. Let's see the nonsense he has written to his page. Right here, this mix, well, I'm not going to go into all that. I'm like reading that all over again. That doesn't make any sense. Or it gives you a well-balanced picture. What do you mean by well-balanced? Well-balanced can be anything. White levels, colors, contrast. What does it mean? What's meaning by well-balanced? From your ultra short throw. So you only mention ultra short throw because that's all you test on is ultra short throw. But let's get to the real crazy stuff here. Here, he puts down, let's see, he keeps adding new stuff in here, weird stuff in here. He puts on 2 quarts of his mix will cover up to a 300-inch screen. That is a lie. Clear lie. And I'll tell you why, because we have a 250 sitting in the back of the house, and in 250, there's no way in the world 2 quarts will ever paint that. Will not happen. That's 250 inches. We're talking about a whopping 300-inch screen. Then he adds the Mickey Mouse math. A total of 3 100-inch screens. So 3 100 screens will equal up to an actual physical 300. Not going to happen. Now you're lying to your customers and giving them misleading information. Not only that, we have a receipt from a shopping cart that should have never existed on your site, which shows a Black Frankenstein, and you don't sell Black Frankenstein. So why was that shopping cart active to begin with? All right, then. There you go. Let's see any more fake information we have on here. Let's see. I don't know why in the world he jumps off to this 2 quarts, blah, 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 blah. Be aware to use it. Be aware. Okay, please be aware to use a paint sprayer for this to work. For what to work? So what are we talking about here? I guess to paint in 100-inch screens. You don't need a paint sprayer to paint in 100-inch screens. You can do that with a paint roller. Yeah, we know that because yesterday I painted in the 250, 180-inch. I did 150-inch and 129, and we used the paint roller for all of them. So you don't need that at all, period. Make sure to use a paint sprayer to get 100-inch screens. First of all, if you know anything about paint sprayers, and clearly I don't think you do, you're going to lose more paint out of a paint sprayer than you do with a roller. A person who's not trained to do the paint sprayer is going to lose a ton of paint left and right up in the air. To a person who's basically professional can use one, is going to lose very less, but you're still going to lose some paint in the process. Not all of it's going to hit the screen. But yeah, let's see, refund policies, nonsense. Oh, here's some funny, interesting part right here. Now right here it says 2 quarts. 2 quarts, right? Now when you go over here, if you notice, for the price of $178, which match house paint at the end of the day, not worth $170, you match house paint. It says, oh, we haven't got to the gunmetal part. Oh, yes, buddy. Why do we even open up this Pandora box at the end of the day? Why? Look at this. Your product says a gallon. So how in the world on your site that you're selling 2 quarts of your product, but clearly it says 2 gallons. It says a gallon. How does that work? I don't get that. 2 quarts here, a gallon here. How does that work? 3 of your products have the exact same color screen paint. 3 of them say gunmetal. This one right here says gunmetal, which is the Cinemax. Let's go down to the far bottom. The Frankenstein here clearly says at the bottom for color. What does it say for color? It says gunmetal. So how do you have 3 different screen paints here? 2 different screen paints, both are saying gunmetal. There's no change in color. Look at them, all upset. Let's go over here and let's go over to, we got the Frankenstein, right? We did the Frankenstein. Let's go over to another one. Let's go over to the UV Mix. You think the UV Mix is going to say gunmetal too? Let's see what we get here. There's a UV Mix right there. Crow's very upset. Look, he's posting pictures. We can't see it, Crow. Sorry. We don't see it. UV Mix here. So click on there. What does it say? We scroll down to the bottom. Gunmetal. So he has 3 different of the same color paints. That's lazy. Or he doesn't know the color of his own screen paint. Because the minute you design a screen paint, you automatically going to know the color. That's the first thing you're going to notice when you first paint it, what color it is. He doesn't know the color of his own screen paint. So that's why he has gunmetal down for 3 different screen paints on his website. So what are you buying at the end of the day? Are you buying gunmetal, gunmetal, gunmetal? What are you buying? What's the difference between that gunmetal and this gunmetal, that gunmetal? It doesn't make any sense. There you go. Let's go over to the shipping policy over here. Completely different shipping policy. So now in his website, not all the website shopping carts carry the same identical shipping policy. Each one says something different. This one says over here that, and remember, the first one said if the item lands on your property, it's yours. This one says return and refund policy, and I don't even know why he starts off with a story. We can't see that, Crow, sorry. But nice try. Let's see, it says right here, there is none the reason why it's a paint. That kind of sounds like from Crow, not Crow, from Partay. Starts off like that. Best, let's say, none the reason why it's a paint coating. The best I could do. Why would you even start off with this? What does this have anything to do with a shipping policy? by saying there is none the reason why it's a paint coating. The best I can do to help is give you half price off in your next order. In your next order, in your next order. Buy it, buy if the mix, buy, oh good gracious, man, I lose brain cells every time I come through here. Buy if the mix did not do what it was meant to do. I lie to you not. That's exactly how it's written. Sorry, not wrote, it's written. So here in this policy, we have a problem here. It doesn't address the first problem. If your product's not working, it's not addressing it. And like I said, put in an understanding where people can understand this, so I can crystal clear. I'm pretty sure everybody else understands, but they don't understand how it works. If you buy a TV, it doesn't function, it doesn't work. You take it back to Best Buy to get it fixed. They say, okay, look, they're not even talking about the TV is broken. When you buy another TV from us, we'll give you half price off. It doesn't say anything about how we fix the first problem. How do we fix the first problem? It was never addressed here. Yeah, all right. Now, if you notice down here, we don't even have a surcharge fee because the rest of them have surcharge fee, but this shopping cart doesn't even have one in it. This one just says free shipping for the USA, priority shipping 2 to 3. So wholly different, complete shipping information there. It doesn't even basically add up. All right, let's go to another one. He's sitting over there screaming about quality in the screen paint. Dude, you match house paint. You know, quality. If I want quality, and go buy Network Grace 773. Did the same thing. All right, let's go over here. And let's look up another policy he has here. Let's go to the hybrid mix and see what we got here for the policy. Now the hybrid mix has nothing. There's nothing there. Where is the rest of the information? He was so lazy, he didn't even put it in. Wow. So there's no shipping information. There's nothing here at all, period. This is the bottom of the page, people. See my hand on the mouse? That's the bottom of the page. So he didn't put anything in here. He just put down, this projection screen mix is my lightest of the batch. Thank you for using that. We use batch all the time, but they like the copy. Batch, it makes it an ideal for dark environments with low lumen projectors. For 1080p 4K 3D, one quart covers up to 135. Now the problem we have with that is the fact that it doesn't really cover 135 inch. Did he paint a 135-inch screen physically and show you that it does that? No, he didn't. So yeah, you don't know about that. And again, this is all you have for your specification sheet. This is it. Can you imagine spending like $3,000 or $4,000 for a TV, and you go to read the specification sheet on the back, and this is all you get? Can you imagine that? It doesn't even tell what side. It tells what side screen you paint, but there's a whole lot of stuff missing out of this. But okay, and this is it. Where's the rest of the shipping policy? All that's gone. It's not there. Let's go to another page right here. He said 100 to, now mind you, one quart paints up to 100 and 135. 2 quarts, for some reason, it's confusing because it says 135, but yet there's a gallon in this place, so that doesn't make any sense. I don't know why you're getting angry, buddy. You have plenty of time to fix this nightmare, and you still chose not to fix it. We can come back here next week. It'll still be the same nightmare. All right, so let's go over here. You notice he has the same container here. He has the same container right over here. This is 2 quarts, but for some reason that's coming up a gallon. And like I said, for those who are going to say, well, you know, maybe it's no, this typo has been here for months. Literally, he just refuses to change it. Let me see this. He shows you how lazy he is. Let's go to the personal mix and see what we get in here. What do we get in here at the bottom with the personal mix? Let's see. Personal Ivy mix. Return is the same thing, different in this one. Where the return is different, yes, the return is the same thing here, but it has, you're not getting your money back. You still spent delivered wrong. Same thing it says, lands on your property, it's yours. See what he has down here. And this one, he has the $70 surcharge, and the other one, he doesn't even have it. So they're not even matching up. And he doesn't have the 2 to 3. That's not even here either. So each one of his pages is showing something different. Now, remember what we just said, all right? If you guys can memorize this. 1 quart paints up to 135-inch screen. Does he even have that here? No. He didn't even write it in here. So you're supposed to have what the 1 quart's going to paint. He doesn't even have 135 in here. There's nothing here telling you what size screen you can paint out of that. Well, that's completely missing. There's a whole lot missing out of that. Narrow viewing comb effect, the distance throw, how many lumens you can use outside. None of that's even in there. There's nothing. He's missing a whole lot of stuff in there. It's not even in there. What different surfaces can you paint it on? What surfaces can't you paint it on? Yeah, again, stuff missing out of there. So that's basically about it. That's all you get. Now he said 100. Well, it's not in here. We got to go to one screen to find something. And this is an I. That's not even a 1. That doesn't even make any sense. All right, let's come out of this debacle. I got to come out of this real quick. This is basically causing my head to hurt. Let's go over to, let me see. Well, that one completely says something different, so we can't even go in there because that says 2 quarts and there's a gallon in there waiting for you. That doesn't make any sense. You come here and you say, okay, I'm going to go buy. I see over here it says 2 quarts, and then I come over here. He's a little mad and upset. He's ranting. I'll show you some of his rant. He's ranting a little bit. He needs some recognition. There it says gunmetal right there. And it says a gallon. You click on it, thinking you're going to find 2 quarts, and there's another gallon. That doesn't make any sense. So you got, forget it. Let's just come out of this page altogether because that's a nightmare going on in that one. We're not going to go in there. Let's go over this one over here real quick. We got to find something that says 135 a quart. Let me see. This one doesn't have anything in it. Oh, man. I got a better chance of figuring out how to decipher the Da Vinci Code before I actually figure out how this set works. Let's go in here to the 1 quart of this. What's this right here? This is the Cinemax 1 quart. Now here he's saying this one paints up to 100 to 135. You spell quart wrong. That's not how you spell quart. That's spelled incorrect. You don't spell quart that way. If you have any questions, or let me know. Help. He wrote that in all caps. Good gracious, man. He's screaming at you. I don't know why you would have all that in there. Let me see. All right, so here we got 1 quart. Oh, wait. This is something we have to see. We're going to go back to that, but I got to shut it real quick. You got a lie going on his site right now. Now, for those you don't know, you know how we have a video of Crow making screen paint for free? Or if you don't know the history on Crow, we will explain it to you. Look at him, he's trying to keep me from hitting the button. Padow! Got it anyway. All right, so the history on Crow is Crow, when he first started out, was giving his products away for free. That's how it first started. So that's how we have the video of him actually making the black and white paint, because he used to give out products for free. Now, Crow's first mix was a Metallica mix. It wasn't Frankenstein. And here he lies. He says, okay, people, this is one of my first mixes. If that was one of your first mixes, it would be free. Your first mixes were free. You gave them away for free. And then eventually, down through time, you started selling them. We have accounts that go back from 2 years back, and you can see the difference in price change. But yeah, he used to give his products away for free, and then eventually he started selling them. He came up with some weird excuse by saying that he couldn't afford to give it away, and it was costing too much money. Now, the only way it would cost you too much money, unless you were physically making it, putting it in containers and giving it away, that would cost you money. But if you made it one time, post the ingredients, that wouldn't have cost you anything at all. We give away digital and crystal screen paint for free. So we have it on the site. It doesn't cost us any money. We put the ingredients, the customer makes it, and that's it. So that's the excuse he came up with. So look, you might see him ranting. Look, he's over there ranting the same thing over again. That's sad. He's typing in the same thing over and over and over and over and over. That's sad. As you know, people have lost it. Poor dude. Anyway, let's move on. He's writing the same thing over and over again. I think he broke. All right, let's move on from here. Now he says right here, so we can clear that up right here. Let's go click over to, let me see, click over this right here. Here, listen to him. Listen. That's him writing loser over and over and over again. This is what happens to people when you can't back your products up 100%. This is what happens to you. He stopped. He's still typing. Listen to him. That's him writing loser. Look. That's how he just broke. He's writing the same thing over and over and over again. This is why I tell you at the end of the day, you have to back your products. This is a scammer being outed for being a scammer. This is what the results are. Instead of him coming at us with some kind of evidence, he doesn't have anything at all, period. That's all he has. When we have so much evidence against Fernando Gonzalez, it's not even funny. This man's going to lose everything. He can't beat or win in court. He can't beat on YouTube. he's going to lose everything. And it came from cutting corners and slandering people's products, doing dirty tactics. This is what happens when you do dumb stuff at the end of the day. And we tried to give him an olive branch. We gave Crow multiple olive branches to basically behave, and he refuses not to do so. I really think there's something broken in there. But that's sad. Listen to that. Look at this. Watch. That's him typing in the same thing over and over again and again. This is what happens when scammers get caught. All right, let's move on. Do I feel sorry for him? No, I don't feel sorry for him. Because he does dirty stuff. And like the guy sat there and said that he's a deceitful person at the end of the day, he can't be trusted. And YouTuber said that about him. He's a very deceitful human being. He would deliberately trash people's products to make his products look good. And for those who supported him, supported that nonsense. The sad thing about it is the very people that should have told him that he shouldn't have been doing these to begin with are the very same people who coached him along and laughed at him. His followers are something else. Pretty bad, isn't it? All right, let's go from here. You know we can back page this, right? There you go. All right, so let's go from here, front of the page where it says 1 to 135-inch screen. Let's go over to the shop right here. No, we don't need to go to the shop. We need to go to, we're in shop already. We need to go to home. Let's go over to home real quick. Now, if we go to the bottom of the page right here, and let's click on his specification sheet in the front, which does not add up. Again, you spelled quarts incorrect. Over here, you're saying that 2 quarts will cover up to 150 to a 200-inch screen, but on your page it says up to a 300-inch screen. Over here, you're saying 1 quart covers up to 100 to 120-inch screen, but on your page you're saying to 135. Now, as I said before, I've given this guy multiple olive branches. You're going to go to court, and my lawyers are going to take you apart. I warned you. I gave you plenty of opportunities. 5 years this went on for 5 years. I have turned the cheek for 5 years. I could have taken to court at any given time and sued you. And the reason why I didn't do so is because you had a family. But you don't learn anything. You continue on with this same stupid nonsense. And now we have no choice now but to drop that hammer on you. And it's going to be brutal. And I've been to court multiple times. It's not the first person I've taken to court and sued before for touching something that didn't belong to them. It is not going to go well for him. He has so much evidence stacked against him, it's not even funny. And this is what has become of him now. Just writing the same thing over and over and over again and again and again and again. We can't even give him the benefit of the doubt for this. We can't say, okay, look, I feel sorry for the guy. No, we can't. You show any weakness around this person will put a knife right through your back. And we got the evidence to show it. Now he's backed into a corner. Where does he go? He got outed as a fake on YouTube because he did that demonstration, talked all that trash on camera. Customer came in and did that demonstration. After he did all that lying on camera, we got countless amount of videos of him basically showing products, clearly matching household products with no problem at the end of the day, clearly lying on camera to his customers. Demonstrations of free black and white mixes matching his products. Constantly want to call people scammers and threatening emails with all kinds of dirty messages. You call that's supposed to be professional at the end of the day? That's how you're supposed to carry yourself? So we come in here and basically we don't practice the same tactics. We come in here and we gather up evidence on you that you clearly give to us. Like I said, at the end of the day, we couldn't even make half the stuff up that happened on camera. We have stuff on the camera of him actually pulling down his accounts and changing his names, trying to hide his accounts, doing all kinds of crazy stuff on camera. And then they get outed and they get caught, and this is what they turn into. This ain't the first time. Crow, people like Crow ain't the first time for me. I've been in business for a very long time. He's not the first and he won't be the last. I've seen many kind like him and we know how to deal with them and how to handle them. We don't go down to their tactics. They do enough damage to themselves. They trip over their own feet. They make costly mistakes. And then that's what we use against them. Like the countless amount of canceled orders we now have with receipts, with all kinds of nasty messages spat out. You don't send receipts like that at the end of the day. People post that like, look, this is what this person bought from him, and this is what he posted back. People won't touch you after that. Sending out products of black paint, not good. Not good at all, period. And then admitted it on camera. And look at him, let's go over and over again, just typing the same thing over and over again. Does that bother me? Nah, at all, period. It just shows somebody that just broke. Literally, he just broke. People usually type the same thing over and over again and again and again. Something snapped. But that's not my problem. That's his problem. Just keep it together long until we get to court so we can take care of this and get this handled. I told him what he should have did. He should have listened to what I said. When you got caught with the Network Gray 773, first of all, when you got caught a long time ago with that black and white video nonsense, you should have went in, you should apologize to your customers, and you should have made a whole new formula. You should have reinvented yourself, which I told you what to do. Start a whole new product, invent yourself, and learn to mind your own business at the end of the day. Don't worry about what's going on outside somebody's backyard, or what they're making, or what they're doing. It's none of your business. That's what you should have did. You got your own customer base. You make a little change on the side. Mind your own business and be happy. Don't worry about what I'm doing on my end and what I'm designing at the end of the day. It just comes from jealousy. I can see it at the end of the day by the way you guys carry on toward me. But yet we're the ones who have canceled orders. We're the ones that you guys are backing down when it comes to when we're asking you to buy our products. You're afraid to do so. You're the ones that are afraid to challenge us. We're not afraid to challenge you. Partey, we didn't even know who the freak he was at the end of the day. We never even heard of a Partey, to tell you the truth, but he decided to jump on Crow's bandwagon, and look at the embarrassment he got at the end of the day. Not only did he return our money back to us, but he got so scared, he pulled an entire shopping cart down to keep us from buying from him. That has got to be embarrassing. All you had to do is just mind your own business. At the end of the day, like we said, if you mind your own business, you don't exist to us. But he doesn't listen. And this is what happens. This is the ending results of what happens to a person who basically wants to keep playing games with us at the end of the day. Look at him, sitting there writing the same thing over and over again and again and again. That's sad. Look at this. You know how many times he wrote loser? Look at this. Let's go through this real quick. He wrote it down multiple times. Look at this. Look at this. He just wrote it over and 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 over. Just constantly writing, constantly writing. It's pretty sad. I think he stopped. Well, this has been a waste of my freaking time for today. Well, not really. I needed a break anyway. I got to go and test the screen again. Is this stopping my sales? No. Is it disrupting my contracts? No, it ain't. As a matter of fact, we got a pre-order going up already in the elitist section already, and they're already getting set up to buy the new Titan already. And meanwhile, these guys are still doing the same dumb stuff every single day. Nothing changes with their products at all. Mad and angry because we can change product out at will. I even had this guy sit there and text me, oh, you must think you're God because you can basically change. Yeah, no, we don't think we're God at the end of the day. I don't. I serve God, but I don't think I'm God. But the difference between us and y'all, we can change out our products anytime we want. I can make it silver. I can make anything I want at the end of the day if I choose to. But you guys have the same stuff over and over again. And this is being a professional at the end of the day. This is what you write, the same thing, loser, loser, loser. Where's your demonstrations? Anything? Nothing there at all, period. All right. Well, I know one thing. I try not to kick a horse when it's down. So let's leave from here. Because to stay here, this is pretty sad. Even for, like I said, anybody else that you did this dirty stuff to at the end of the day would stay here and finish crushing you into the earth. But I'm not that type of person at the end of the day. I have learned that once your enemy drops, you don't kick him into the earth. You show some kind of mercy. So even though Crow does not know how to show mercy toward people at the end of the day, we do. It's time for us to leave here. Let's go leave out of this section and let's go over here. I'm gonna go pop over here. I'm gonna go back over to my site over here because I got some stuff I gotta update. And let's come out of here and let's leave his page. Stay under typing. Listen to typing. The same thing. Let's go back into our section over here because we got stuff to do. Now, man, they never freaking learn to mind their own freaking business. Do you think I get any joy out of coming out of here and crushing these people at the end of the day that don't know how to mind their own freaking business? Mind your own freaking business at the end of the day. Stop sending me text messages. What are you, got a crush on me or something? You send me text messages. You got pictures of me. You're a weird individual at the end of the day. Mind your own business. What I'm selling my product for is my business. The test I go through is my business at the end of the day. Jealous over my 250. You mentioned that a few times in the email over my 250-inch screen. Jealous. Mind your own business. What you need to do, I'm not even going to explain to you anything because you don't listen anyway. The fact that you haven't even gone into your website and cleaned up that mess to begin with shows you right there that you don't care. You don't care about your customers because at the end of the day, you do fake and false demonstrations, and that's what you do. I gave him a challenge for a 1-year challenge. A 1-year challenge. Simply, all you got to do is swap your projector out for 1 year. Can't even do that because you have to depend on that projector to make your image look good. Then that's not fair to your customers who don't own that piece of machinery at the end of the day because they're not going to get the same results as I've seen from your customer demonstrations. They look nothing like yours at all, unless they turn the lights on in complete darkness. So don't come to me ever again talking about, oh, you don't come to a scam, but you never learn. You come to us, we crush you. You come to us, we crush you. You come to us, we crush you. And you just keep coming back for more abuse. He doesn't learn anything. Let me see here. And now he's sitting there writing loser over and over and over and over again because that's all you got. That's all you have. I got evidence for days on you guys. Evidence. It's not considered that every single transaction that we made that got canceled has been recorded of you actually giving money back to my account. You've lost countless PayPal disputes against us. We brought your product down here. It failed multiple times. It matched just about everything we threw at it, from house paint to our own mixes that we made at the end of the day. It matched everything. I didn't even have to mix anything. At one demonstration, I just threw stuff together and we still matched it. Nothing different about your product at all. You don't match your demonstrations, you do anything we do at all at the end of the day, but yet we're supposed to be the ones that are supposed to be the scammers at the end of the day. And here you are over there, probably had a mental breakdown right now, typing in the same thing over and over again. Loser. That's all you got for evidence. That's it. That's not going to do you well in court. That's not going to help you in court. And you still have this challenge to do. This challenge right here, he has to go in and he has to make this product. He has to make this product live on YouTube and he has to display this for everyone to see. You can't even match the digital and crystal screen paints. We got them sitting on the website, 7 of them sitting on the website for free. Haven't done them yet. Can't back up anything in your website at all. Not one thing in your website. Not a thing. And then you want to call everybody scammers at the end of the day. You want to go take people's products down there and you want to basically trash their products and make your product look good. You deserve everything you got today, buddy. And you're about to get much more than that. Once my lawyers get their hands on you, you'll get much more than that. You'll learn, when we get done with you, you'll learn not to touch a copyright. To learn to mind your own business. Because I've given you enough chances and I have. And we're out of chances, bro. I'm going to take you to court and I'm going to sue you for everything you're worth. I warned you many, many times. I gave you much warnings. Like I said, today you could have mind your own business. You could have sat there, but you got to send me nasty messages to my account. You got to carry on and act up. Because you're jealous. It's not my problem you can't make anything new. That's not my problem. That's your problem at the end of the day. I still can't believe he got on camera like that and sat there. He's been doing it to y'all for years. Got 3 videos. I'm doing the exact same thing. Matter of fact, he did it in the Bamboozle too. He did it in that video too. 3 videos we have there. White screen, bare silver screen, and network grade 773. All 3 demonstrations all match the exact same pattern. All look exactly the same way. Told you, been scamming y'all for years. But that's not my problem at the end of the day. It's not. And now he's over there broken, typing the same thing over again. Loser, loser, loser. Well, this is what happens when you go around and you treat people like dirt at the end of the day. You have no respect for other people's stuff, and you want to treat people like trash. This is what happens. That's all the evidence you have. Where's your evidence at? I'm supposed to be this big scammer, and that was your opportunity. Where's the evidence at? Where's it at? You don't have anything. Nothing at all, period. I got customers and companies that will vouch for my technology. Where's your evidence? Nothing at all. Not a thing. You two have never ever purchased any product from me ever from my website. Not one order have you ever placed. Never. And yet you do these fake demonstrations. Oh, I got it from a friend. Doing demonstrations with open containers and all kinds of nonsense. Meanwhile, when we order your products, none of your containers are open. Everything is sealed. Everything's legit. Everything's done by the book. So now we tell you that you have to buy directly from us because you can't use that excuse anymore, that crybaby excuse. Oh, I got to go get it from a friend. No, you buy directly from us. Now you can't do that anymore because you can't tamper with the product. And the fact that it's taking you more than 10 days to place that order clearly shows that you faked every demonstration, because if that was the case and our product did what it did, as you said it did, then you wouldn't have had a problem placing the order. Why are we past 10 days? Clearly showing that you faked your demonstrations. If I beat you the first time, guess what? I'm buying from you again because I can beat you the second time like we're doing again. Why would I have any fear of bringing your product and testing against my stuff? I've already tested your stuff already. Going around the second time, no problem. But we're trying to be nice here. We're trying to give you the benefit of the doubt to back your product, even though we know you have failed to even back your own product and give us back our money. We're going to go back in and place orders for your products. And if you basically put the money back in my account, I'm just going to have another stack on my table showing that you can't back your products. And then we'll go place our orders. And then we'll have your products down here. I am more curious to get Partay's down here than anybody else's. More than Crows, we want Partay's product down here. And the reason why is because we know Partay's product is a bunch of nonsense. Because the fact that we gave you that opportunity to go in and back your products and you haven't done it yet shows that you can't back your products. After a certain amount of time passes by, gentlemen, after a while, your credibility is gone. You ever heard the term strike while the iron's hot? Yeah. So you had enough time. Within 2 days, you should have actually made those purchases already. Even the fact of calling my house and wasting my time, and you still didn't place any orders because you can't. And all you have is basically, I can come here and show demonstrations, I can show videos, I can show countless evidence on you, enough to bury or to say choke a horse. And the only thing you can respond back with all this substantial evidence that you're supposed to have against me as being this scammer is just typing in the same word over and over and over again and again. Loser, that's all you got? That's something kids do. When a kid pretty much gets the best of another kid, or anybody gets the best of anybody, the only thing they can actually reach down and use insults. They'll say the same thing over and over and over again, again. No, and they can't do anything about it. Now, as I said before, I am going to wait for your orders. You have till the end of the month to place order through our site. If you don't, we will have your products here. We will give you the opportunity, and I will make the purchases myself. If you return the money back to my account, if you commit any form of fraud, don't send it. Like I said, we already got one complaint with you with the United States Post Office for mail fraud. Don't make it 2, 3, 4, and 5. Don't do that. So I'm just telling you, I'm going to place the orders. If you choose to put the money back in my account and you want to use the whole Karen call, oh, we don't deal with scammers, then big deal. We'll buy from you either way. You want to get the product down here. You can talk about bans all day long. It doesn't make a difference. The only thing that's going to stop us from buying your product is you're going to have to shut your website down to keep us from getting to it, like Partey had to do. Partey literally had to shut his shopping carts down for a couple of months because he was terrified because we were at his back door. And the minute it opened up, we just went in and bought his stuff and the money went right back to our account. Well, we can get your products. That's not hard to do. Now, excuse me, I have real testing to do downstairs. I have to go online and I have to order certified screens for my technology, and we have to order more black paint to test against their screens because I had fun doing that demonstration. For those who feel that, oh, you're wrong, you shouldn't do that. No, I am right. I should do this because at the end of the day, you don't let people walk over top you, treat you like garbage, and say anything they want about you. You have to learn to defend yourself. And we don't let people like Crow or anybody else who wants to basically call my product this, that, and the other. I'm not going to let you get away with that at all, period. It's not going to happen. At the end of the day, we will be the ones standing with the evidence and the victory, and they'll be the ones sitting there laying on the ground typing the same thing, loser, 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 because all you have nothing. Where's your evidence? You have nothing at all. This is just what's going to happen in court. You're going to sit there in front of the judge. You're going to complain about this, that, and the other. And he's going to tell you to be quiet because everything you're saying out of your mouth is hearsay. Where's your evidence? And meanwhile, we have all the evidence. Something like watching the Wile E. Coyote get crushed by one of those anvils. And all you had to do was mind your business. That's all you had to do, which is mind your business, keep your mouth shut, and make your products and be happy. But you couldn't learn. So there you go, people. That's the outcome of Crow. Just sitting there typing the word loser over and over and over again, mindless, with no evidence at all. And yet we have all this evidence against your products. And that's just half of the stuff we have on you. It's unbelievable evidence all over about your accounts. Look at this. Unbelievable. Couldn't even make this up. Even signed his name on the bag. Well, the woman we basically filed for the mail fraud couldn't believe you signed your name to the bag. Even if you guys decide to put down somebody else's address, you have a YouTube channel, don't you, on the website? Guess what? Not hard to find you. You won't have the, you're talking about United States Postal Service. This is the government you're messing with now. This is how bad it got for you. You should have never sent me this in the mail. I told you on camera, did I not explain to you, I am your customer at the end of the day. Treat me like your customer. And Crow chose not to do so. He decided to ship us down black paint. We won the PayPal case, clearly showing that you committed fraud, because that's what you were filed for. We filed fraud against you. And this same evidence and this all together went down to the United States Postal Service, and we filed a claim against you. You even signed your name to the bag. We even have video transcripts of us talking back and forth of you basically saying that you were going to send this product down. And even crazier, we have now a video of you and the demonstration of you trying to review our product where you sat there and said that I sent him down this black paint instead. We never ordered that paint to begin with. Ah, man, you make mistakes. Like I said, we can't make it up. Can't make it if I wanted to. This guy gives us so much evidence, it's not even funny. And that can be used against you in court. Now, for the racist fellow who contacted me, I don't know anything about copyrights, hey, feel free to talk to one of my attorneys anytime you want to. Hope you enjoyed your number getting posted. Yeah, next time you want to call people the N-word, yeah, lose a little common sense at the end of the day, because again, you're going to trigger off the wrong person, and again, you don't want to know what karma has in store for people like you at the end of the day. It's pretty bad. Racist nonsense. Isn't that sad? That's sad that you get people so upset over me coming on early in the morning, making screen paint, working hard, making a good product, and they're upset over that. That makes them angry at the end of the day. That's how sad you are at the end of the day. That makes you upset. So me minding my own business, making my own products, just in my own world, and you're upset and angry over that. Every single time, people, like I said, I can't make it up. They out themselves. So only thing he could do in his demonstration was just sit down there and just type the same word in over and over and over and over and over again and again. Where's your evidence against me? I'm supposed to be this huge scammer. I'm supposed to be this, that, and the other. Where's your evidence? How come you haven't ordered our product yet? We're still waiting. What's going on? What's the holdup? What's taking so long? All right, then. I thought so. All right, I got testing to do. I got to go. God bless. Got crushed again. Couldn't make this up.